It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. In the image of God, able to smite him, embracing my light. I can't leave this game without putting up a fight. These niggas clones, they digging they in the zip file. Shit was way better when Hov poured out the crystal. They put the pins down, maybe I should find you a pen pal. 20-year legends with classes, they dropping mid now. I guess the mission accomplished. We were sent to demolish the infinite knowledge. We living in privates, we shipping the product for free, still looking for profit. Somebody tell me how long before this shit get abolished. I sat back and reassessed it. If we ain't got the GPS, then who giving directions? Moving out of order, we paid dues to collections. Chasing after checks, but still skipping the checklist. Screaming gang gang, but bitching up for the tetanus. Rolling plain Jane, decapitated your necklace. I done got some placements that never paid with detections. Nothing finna change, so why we talking elections? I'm on their ass. You a killer, then why you been taking photographs? All the line, this shit is making my modem crash. Niggas crying to me, but ain't putting up the cash. Suffering succotash. Don't make me stuff your ass, boy. I had the battle before they said I'm legit. Gigs out of state, I couldn't afford the trip. $100 tape, I started studying nip. Nigga, this a marathon, you better gas up the whip, fucker. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this weekend. Before we get into this episode, I want to just say check out the new show on Netflix called Hitmakers, all right? Episode 1, your boy J Nolan has 3 placements in the episode, okay? I got 2 songs, one called Here to Play and another called, I think it's Show Me Where They At or something like that. I'm on my way. You're not going to hear my voice, but the instrumentals to my songs play multiple times in the episode. So check it out. Run those streams up on the show because those equal residuals for J Nolan, you know what I'm saying? So new show, Hitmakers on Netflix. It's about songwriters in the music industry. They got Seven Streeter on there. They have Tommy Brown, who is a producer who at one point he used to date Victoria Monet, produced for Ariana Grande, also Victoria. They've got Nova Wave on there. If you're not familiar with Nova Wave, they wrote or co-produced the bulk of Renaissance for Beyonce. They've done records with Jay-Z, so many others, Rihanna, etc. So if you're interested in the business of songwriting and how it works and how writers camps actually work for some of the biggest pop and R&B hits in the industry, check the show out, man. It's actually very entertaining. I happen to just be watching it on a whim with my wife, and I happen to hear the songs on there, and that equals bread, all right? So support your boy. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about a video that surfaced. We're reacting here to this video called The 7 Levels of Rappers. All right. Now, I'm guessing level 7 being the highest, level 1 being the lowest. All right. The 7 levels of being a rapper. All right. Who's the content creator that uploaded this? All right, so this person's name is Dupley. They have over 153,000 subscribers on YouTube. Video is coming towards 100K views in 24 hours. Shout out to I Love Profits for putting this on my radar and saying that you would like me to react to this video, because I think this is going to be informative, educational, and a teachable moment, because this is a non-rapper coming out and telling us the levels of being a rapper. So we're going to see where we agree and disagree with the levels that they assign to each artist. All right. Now, based on the thumbnail, they have Kendrick Lamar at level 7. I would love to see who else they have at a level 7. So let's go ahead and pull up the video and get into their synopsis.
Every level of rapping ability explained.
Level 1, trash.
The bottom of the barrel. Artists famous for putting out garbage.
Best you can get hit, bitch. And yeah,
cut the shit off, bro.
I gotta
Cut the shit the fuck off.
They can't flow, their voices are annoying, their lyrics are stupid. Just no redeemable qualities whatsoever.
What the fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
If you started rapping today with zero experience, you would be better than everyone here.
Punk niggas trying to clown me.
How crazy is that, right? Fix your posture, by the way.
Was that a white boy saying punk niggas trying to clown me? What is that? Who is that? Why is that here? And I'm guessing this is Dupley. So I don't want to judge book by its cover, but I'm sure we're going to disagree a few times here.
Way too hunched over. I need you to understand, like, these guys are physically incapable of just phoning in some mid. Their trashness just jumps out and indiscriminately ruins every song they get near. Back in the day, there was this guy named Birdman, and he used to own legendary label Cash Money Records. But what he was known for the most was ruining tracks with his awful rapping.
Platinum plus, earrings be trillion cut, and my grill be slugged up. My heart deal with anger, cause nigga, I don't give a fuck.
You want to take it slow? I'm not that type of guy.
I don't know why people put Ice JJ Fish in the category of a rapper. He's clearly a singer, and he's a terrible one, and he's a parody, and he's not to be taken serious. 40 overall is even an overstatement for Ice JJ Fish. That nigga's 0. But the fact that he comes up in a rap-related video is insulting to me.
Play it as a joke, or you just tolerate it for another artist you like.
What the fuck is this nigga doing?
But no one is actually seriously bumping level 1 rap.
This nigga is trash.
Oh, hell
You said my verse wasn't hard, nigga. Who the fuck did you think you talking? Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Level 2. Bad.
Unlike the level 1 rappers, you can get away with playing level 2 rap in public. Now and then, if you're lucky, you may even get the occasional listenable verse. Still though, their rapping ability is extremely limited, so most of the time they stick to one sound or even one flow. Level 2 includes one-trick ponies like Ice Spice.
I'm like, fuck it, I know he gon' spend. I'm with Dottie and her thotty friend. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. I'm a baddie like fuck how you feel. And I'm thick cause I don't miss a meal.
Yo, she dead serious, just keeps making the same song over.
My only thing is, was that Soulja Boy on level 1? Or is Soulja Boy level 2 also? Cause Soulja Boy is better than Ice Spice. Hell, I might even say Lil Pump better than Ice Spice. We'll keep going though.
Over and over again. Then you have trend chasers like Lil Pump.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Their lack of skill means they often resort to employing gimmicks and internet trends to draw people in. So it's no surprise when they go in and out of style faster than the Yeezy 350s do. Finally, you have people that are just out of touch with the genre, like Will Smith, trying desperately to fit in.
This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
Yo, what the fuck is he doing, bro?
All right, we got to stop this right quick. All right, Will Smith, the bounce back, yeah, you probably put that in a level 2. But we're not going to act like Will Smith doesn't have better records, doesn't have better music, doesn't have better displays of skill. If you want to hear like peak level rapping of, and I don't mean peak level as in like the top of the genre, but the best form of rapping for Will Smith, you're going to have to listen to Brand New Funk. All right. That kind of shows you his capabilities as an MC. I wouldn't put him at a level 2. I would probably put him somewhere like a 3 or a 4. He's not like super lyrical though, by any stretch of the imagination. But to be in the same category as Lil Pump and Ice Spice, extremely disrespectful. I also saw an image of Super Duper Kyle in there on level 2. I think that's super disrespectful. I know everybody doesn't know him or like him. He does come across as corny, but he's way more talented than level 2. He's at least a level 3. Which I know somebody like, well, shit, level 2 to 3. What's the fuck is the difference? Well, it's going to be a world of difference, but we'll continue.
The harder they try, the cornier it gets. It's just a never-ending cycle of ass. Buddy, you've been rich for 25 years. What the fuck are you doing posted up on a corner with a fitted and a fucking varsity jacket? You don't put on some moccasins and a knitted sweater right this instant?
Level 3, mid.
Alright, I know these days youngins use the word mid to describe anything ranging from the worst shit they've ever heard to like a 7 out of 10 song, but we're here today to define real mid. Like Tyga, like Moneybag Yo, like a Travis Scott feature. Not good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Bland rap caviar fodder.
Back that ass. Back that ass. Girl, you look good, make me spend that cash.
Level 3.
Alright, Tyga definitely is mid. All right, if level 3 is mid, why wasn't Coi Leray? You showed Coi Leray in this this level 3. She should have been level 2. Again, I gotta reconstruct this for this to compute properly in my mind.
Rap is best suited as background music in any sort of car or function where not offending people is the primary objective. And that quality has made it perfect for Wingstop commercials and annual 2K soundtracks.
Real saucy, just got paid, I'm flossing. I'm a boss and I hang around bosses.
As a result, mid-rap has basically become corporate over the years. That's why you hear it everywhere, but it still has no fan base. I don't know about you, but me personally, I have never met a single Tyga fan. Unlike Lil.
I'm not gonna dispute that, but to say Travis Scott doesn't have a fan base when he's in the level 3 and say that these people don't have fan bases, that, and I don't even think he's a higher level, but the description gets a little shaky here. But for the most part, I see where you're going with this level 3. It's mid, people that make hits, but you would never quote bars from them.
Mid-rappers might actually have more than one flow, some like surface level wordplay.
Count on some money, then smoke me a plant. This shit got me higher than John Morant.
You might even get a 9 on me like Rajon Rondo. 30 on me like Steph Curry, 33 on me like Scottie Pippen. We can just keep going like this.
Filler bars galore.
Ballin' like I'm in the NBA.
Like, come on, bro. And people are gonna get mad that I'm putting Travis in this category. But remember, bro, we're basing this off pure rapping ability. And I don't know. Name one Travis Scott bar right now. You can't do it, right? Because truth be told, stripped of its blockbuster sound, Travis Scott's rapping is just bland and forgettable. I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's why his features never hit. He's not a verse guy, but that's fine. I mean, great artist, mid-rapper. Very important distinction to make for this video.
Oh God, my God, this should be like God level.
Take a picture somewhere you Kodak at. Scotty ain't talking to swimming and women, he right producing the score and filming it.
Alright, up until this point, it's been all shits and giggles. Time to start making people mad.
Level 4, okay.
In here, we will begin talking about
Shit, level 4 is the okay rapper, Big Sean, Cordae, Jack Harlow. I got Big Sean above okay. I got Cordae above okay also, but let's get to it.
Respected rappers. Some of them may even be your favorite. Level 4 is full of what I like to call elevated mid. I'm trademarking that. Don't steal it, please. What separates it from normal mid is that these guys may have the ability to get introspective on a track or bust like a fast flow or like an impressive rhyme scheme. And because of this, they enjoy great amounts of respect from casuals who can't really distinguish them from the higher levels.
Yeah, it was stupid. No, who are your favorite artists? You listen to hip hop?
Yeah, have you guys heard of Joyner Lucas?
And also old heads thirsty for the tiniest drop of lyricism in the mainstream. Might as well be level 7. It's all the same to them. They heard that Jack Harlow album. They were like, shit, this is real rap.
You put Fabulous in the okay category? What the fuck? Fab? How far back does your Fabulous recollection go back, sir. I'm not even the biggest Fab fan after, certain personal things. But musically? Okay. What?
He's bringing it back. Corday popped off and they were like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Now I ride with a paid chauffeur, cause I'm way dope, I better stay sober. I paint pictures, you a Crayola.
They heard Big Sean and said,
yeah, he's top 3.
I've been backstabbed and laughed at. We gon' see who get the fucking last laugh, and we doing more numbers than.
When in reality, these guys are decent, That's about it. Even still, they usually end up forming deep connections with their audience and manage to stay.
Damn, you put Megan in that motherfucker too? You got Lil Baby in that motherfucker? I disagree with a couple of these placements. I would take Big Sean, put him up a little higher. Definitely above Corday. Definitely above Lil Baby, A$AP Rocky. I feel like, especially if we're talking pure rapping ability, I think Sean he's gonna be up there. He ain't the best of the best, but he's like a level or two below. I wouldn't put Megan in the same category as an A$AP Rocky. I think she actually be out rapping him. I think she out raps Lil Baby most of the time. Corday, I wouldn't say he's like I guess he is, because he's still below Sean to me, but this okay category is it's very, very wide net here.
Relevant for over 10 years in some cases.
Level 5, good.
Everyone from this level on can rap.
Ain't no fucking way we putting Drake above Big Sean rapping wise. I'm sorry. If they either have to be on the same, or we putting Sean above Drake. Like, rapping wise, Big Sean is way more consistently a better rapper than Drake. Drake makes bigger hits. He has a bigger fan base. He has a more, I guess, palatable, listening palette. But Big Sean is much better rapper than Drake. Much of Drake's career has been pulling from Big Sean's moves, his styles, his flows, his cadences. And then as he makes the mainstream, people look at Big Sean like he's pulling from Drake when it's really the other way around. That they're really the Spider-Man meme. Kanye, a level above any of these other rappers when Kanye, we don't know what he wrote or didn't write, just like Drake. I think that's kind of crazy. You got Nicki here, level 5. If we're talking today, I'm curious, like, what era we talking about, because her raps have not been impressive for quite some time. I would say if Megan is on level 4, according to this video, Nicki should have been level 4 too. She has some very impressive verses throughout her career, but that level doesn't actually show on her albums. I've always said that. I'm going to stand by that. I don't care how many people disagree with me on that. That's how I feel. So this level 5, quote unquote, good is already being discredited by the figureheads.
Everyone from this level on can rap. Whether you love them or hate them, their skill is undeniable. They can carry their own against almost anyone. Almost. Level 5 has wordplay, entendres, and storytelling for days. They enjoy respect amongst most people in the industry, but still fall short with those rap purists and hardcore hip-hop fans who just refuse to buy into the hype, To them, they're just okay. They're hating. This is probably the most varied group on here, as you can see level 5s in every corner of the genre, including but not limited.
So level 5, it's Nicki, Kanye, DMX, Wale, Drake, Mac Miller, and I believe that's LL Cool J behind me. Yep. LL is a legend. I'm gonna leave him at that level. I would say Wale and Big Sean should be on the same tier. DMX with the rest of these, I feel like people underrate DMX lyrics. People hear, the growling and the barking and shit. But DMX, if you really listen to his raps, like he's, number one, he has a lot of depth to what he's saying, at least in his first few albums. And then lyrically, I think he although he stayed in the same realm of artistry, I think he was more consistently a better rapper than a lot of the artists on here. Mac Miller, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not the biggest Mac fan, but technically rapping, he's good. I would put him on the same level as like a Wale or the other guys too, personally.
2, young guys who rap over Alchemist beats. Golden Age pioneers. Blog era lyricists. Bling era pop stars.
I feel the pressure under more scrutiny, and what I do, act more stupidly.
Again, Kanye, generational artist, good rapper. You may be wondering, well, why can't a guy like Drake be level 6? He can rap. Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm used to seeing tears drop over enormous meals. The restaurant clears out faint echoes of...
You get deducted many points just for this alone, sir. I'm talking to you, Aubrey. Why did you ever do something like this? Who have you ever seen look like this? Okay. This looks like something. Let me stop. No, I'm not going to do it.
See, it's like all the aesthetics are there, he gets the cadence right, conductor beat, but if you dive any deeper, you just start hearing shit like this.
Oh, so many checks owed, I feel Czechoslovakia, nigga, what the fuck?
What?
He said that shit like it was so tough too. Like,
to me, Drake's lyrical bag feels like that one scene in that James Franco movie where they go to North Korea and they see like a beautiful grocery store.
Yep, guess no one's hungry here after all.
But later in the movie, upon further inspection, they find out it was all just like a cardboard cutout, it was all in like 2D. So that's what lyrical Drake feels like. North Korea grocery store. The point I'm trying to make is that even though a lot of these guys seem
So if Drake is considered a beautiful grocery store, and then you go in and see that the food is all fake, how is he a level 5 above so many of these other tiers of artists? That's strange. Childish Gambino has to be deducted down to like level 3 or 4 too, by the way. I think 7 levels of rapping is a lot. I think 5 should be like the supreme. A lot of these other people on these other levels really could be lumped in together because they're not good or bad enough to like have their own section. But we'll continue.
At first, they're just missing that one piece that will make them great. DMX lacks technical ability. Drake is extremely shallow, so he lacks depth. Chance is corny. So it's like, just like if they had this one thing, they could easily be
level 6, great.
And suddenly we get a lot less mainstream, and for a good reason. I mean, some of these guys rap so good, nobody even wants to hear that shit. Zero compromises are made here. The rapping is intricate. The lesson is inevitable. The youngins are bored. This is not aux music. At this level, the rapping just demands your attention. It can't just fade off into the background anymore.
Maybe like slow down, come back even faster out of it. Then switch gears again, do a different type of speed. Halfway through that, switch gears again, do a different type of speed. And this is what he's so good at. And that's why these flows sound so off kilter, and yet he never loses his timing.
There are some exceptions though. I'm talking about Prime Wayne, Cole maybe. I don't know about aux. I don't know about aux with Cole.
Walking contradiction, my description. Off the top magician, compositions, non-fiction. Shit it in the competitions, pot the pissing.
Level 6s have the ability to wash any rapper in the world on the right day. Their name commands instant respect from real hip-hop fans across the globe. And even though they rarely go mainstream, they often end up staying relevant in the underground through multiple decades and end up inspiring
All right, let's take a look at this category. I know I'm kind of impeding on some of this. So we got Little Sims, we've got MF Doom, we've got Prime Wayne. They made sure to put the distinction of Prime Wayne. We have Common, J. Cole, pop star. Wow. Who is that? A$AP Rock and Rakim. This is an interesting category here. I love Common. I would have put Common on level 5. But that's just me. You know, Common in his earlier days, the depth of his lyrics, because he is the deep rapper in this category, I get it. I don't know if Cole should be on the same tier as Wayne, even Prime Wayne. I mean, what was Wayne really saying? You know, he had a lot of his genius was in being able to just bar up and give you the coldest surface level bars that you'll ever hear. You know what I'm saying? And he could talk about coochie in 90 different ways in one verse. Like, that's his genius. But standing next to Common, standing next to Cole, standing next to Rakim, the God MC. I know a lot of newer age people look at Rakim as like old, but without Rakim bringing the internal rhymes and the different compound rhymes he was doing at that time, we don't get a whole generation. We don't get Nas, who then spawned a whole different generation. You know what I'm saying? I like MF Doom a lot. I don't know. But he said it does get controversial. So we'll continue.
Generations to come. Guys like MF Doom, like Common, like Rakim.
I guess nobody told you a little knowledge is dangerous. It can't be mixed, diluted, it can't be changed to switch. Here's a lesson if you're guessing and following.
And Rakim is really a good example of why some level 6s fall short of the top. Rapping is like a sport, and as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher heights. So even though Rakim's rapping incredibly sounds still fresh 40 years later, he's naturally been outmatched by people who have taken his style and built upon it, taking rap global with better storytelling, more vivid imagery, and more of an expressive cadence. The same applies for many others on this level, who were also once
Level 7, GOAT.
GOAT rappers are extremely rare and come by once in a generation.
And bevel rap on a doctorate level, so F. Scott Fitzgerald. Maybe I'm the new Rakim, maybe I'm Fat Pharaoh. Undergarments of armor be my intimate apparel. Pre-Kardashian Kanye.
They have the ability to do everything at an elite level. It's like they see rap in 4D. They can go complex, they can simplify, they're good in the underground, good in the mainstream. Just masters at their craft. They sound completely unique and their voices are instantly recognizable, to the point where nobody can really even copy them, even if they tried their hardest.
What the fuck the big it's just hell no.
I haven't seen one person replicate the mesmerizing flows of
Andre 3K.
the monumental presence of a Jay-Z.
For you knew what a fan was, I had it laid out for you knew what the plan was. 300 mil later, now you understand.
The unlimited depth of a Kendrick Lamar.
I can see the evil, I can tell it, I know it's illegal. I don't think about it, I deposit every other zero. Thinking of my partner, put the candy.
I need you guys to understand, bro. I know hating Kendrick is cool now because he's super mainstream and popular these days, but here's the thing. He's just the best, and it's not even really close. He just has everything. There's no weakness. His bag is too deep. And how could I go the whole video without mentioning Prime Eminem? Emphasis on the prime.
Nah, I would never diss my own mama just to get recognition. Take a second to listen, fool. You think this record is dissing?
Hey, we got one. We got us one. Shit, this is timeless excellence, unchallenged by any critic or detractor. In 100 years, when the history of hip hop.
Now you put Tupac at level 7. Lyrically, like I don't know if Pac is level 7. I have Pac lyrically above a lot of people. I've taken flack for that. But at the highest level of rhyming, Pac is I don't agree with that. I would put Pac on level 5 or 6, but his passion, his storytelling, his energy, the magnetism in his voice and his music carries him way beyond the actual rap ability, right? Not to say he couldn't rap, because if you go back to earlier iterations of Tupac, if you go back and listen to songs like The Lunatic from like album number 1 or 2, you could see he was rapping like damn near on some Rakim, Big Daddy Kane type shit. But that ended up not being the style that he carried throughout the rest of his career. So he showed that he could do what other niggas was doing, but then he slowed his style down and honed in on what it is that I'm saying versus how I'm saying it. Like I'm just giving y'all all these internal rhymes, and he didn't do all that shit. Not to say he couldn't, he chose not to. So I will put Pac on a 5 or 6 just based off of pure rap ability, but his whole charisma, his everything is what made him like immortal.
Will be entrenched in school textbooks. These guys are gonna be the first ones mentioned. If you wanna find out what makes hip hop so great and popular, start by listening to one of them rap. You'll be
Hold on. Let me take this back just a smidgen. We got Biggie up here, we got Andre, we got Jay, we got Nas, we got Kendrick, we got M, we got Pac. I'm not really mad at this category. They got Pac as the old school, I guess. Eminem the white guy. Kendrick the new gen, Nas the deep, Jay the streets, Andre the artiste. Why the fuck is Biggie the overweight? What? 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 Why even put him in here if you go shit on him? But this category is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's about it. Let me see if there's anything more to it.
rap. You'll be a fan soon enough. But if you already are a fan of rap, it's time to find out what kind of fan you are. There's 7 types, and you're certainly one of them.
All right, shout out to Dupley, however you say your name. This wasn't a bad video. I disagreed with quite a few placements here and there, but that's natural. That comes with it. I think no one is going to be all unanimously in agreement when it comes to these artists, their skill, and what their catalog may have played in your personal life. So there's wiggle room for that. But overall, pretty good video. I think some of the people that were placed in here were really on the same level. I think 7 levels is a little too much. I still stand by like 5 being the proper metric here. 7 levels of rapping is kind of crazy. But overall, not a bad video. I fuck with it. Eminem, yeah, I'm cool with that. But you definitely put a lot of weight on that level. What was that? 5? Was it 5 with Drake and all them? That was a lot of weight on them motherfuckers. But let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much said everything I needed to. Let me know what y'all think of the 7 levels of rapping. Let me know if you think there needs to be less or more levels. Let me know who y'all would place higher or lower in the selections here. Let me know if y'all agree with his general descriptions of each level. I think the descriptions he had were pretty cool, were solid. But again, I think it was a little bloated at the same time. All right? I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there. Much love and respect. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.